Hi, I'm James, and welcome to Get Teducated. Today we get to take a look at the latest incarnation of Olympus's entry-level OMD series camera, the E-M10 Mark II. The original E-M10 was a personal favourite of mine as far as compact system cameras go. I was a big fan of the styling, particularly in the silver and black combination, and it had an excellent quality feel to it with a button and dial layout that just made it a pleasure to use. With the Mark II, there's a few subtle changes that improve on what I already thought was a pretty good shooting experience. The control wheels have been raised slightly and have a nicer texture to them. The power switch has been moved to a more conventional location, on the top just here, and a larger thumb grip makes you feel like you've got a better grip on the camera. They've also upgraded the viewfinder to almost twice the resolution of what was the original E-M10. And it's bigger as well, so you can expect a clear, sharp view of your subject. While you're using the viewfinder, the 3-inch touchscreen on the back now acts as a targeting pad, allowing you to move the autofocus point around with a swipe of your finger, rather than having to mess around with the buttons on the back of the camera while you're busy trying to take a photo. If you do happen to get a little bit overzealous with your swiping, you can be pretty confident you'll still get a good result, as the E-M10 Mark II now has an upgraded 5-axis image stabilizer to compensate for shake, no matter which way the camera is moving. Video performance is something that always seems to get a little better in new models, and there's no exception here. We've now got full high-definition video frame rates up to 60 frames per second, as well as the slow motion video mode from the E-M5, allowing you to capture the video at, say, 60 frames per second, but have it play back at 24 frames per second, giving you a slow motion video clip straight out of the camera without having to deal with any editing software on the computer. Editing video isn't a very popular pastime for a lot of people, so if you like recording small clips of a few seconds each and just want to stitch them together with some background music and maybe a fancy transition, you can use the My Clips functionality to get the camera to do all of that itself in the camera, keeping the process simple and fun. For shooting pictures, one thing that has come up in store a couple of times recently is the noise a camera can make when it takes a photo. In quiet areas like you'd expect at weddings or functions, the clicking noise of a camera shooting can be fairly pronounced. The new E-M10 Mark II now has an electronic shutter that it can use for completely silent shooting, allowing you to happily snap away in any situation without annoying those around you and drawing unwanted attention to yourself. Much like in the previous model, we find a whole range of art filters, as well as the clever photo story mode, allowing you to capture multiple pictures into one single photo with a selected layout. This pairs beautifully with the Wi-Fi functionality, so you can now capture a single image which tells a complete story, send it direct to your phone, and upload straight to your Facebook or Instagram or whatever social networks you use, and make all your friends jealous of whatever it is you're up to. Well, that's all for now. Remember to visit a Ted's camera store and see myself or any of our expert staff for all of your camera advice. There's not much that we don't know to help you capture life.